Hello friends and welcome to House of Props. I'm Buddy and today I'm going to show you the steps that I use to make this Batman Batarang. Let's get started. To create the 3D file, I use the replica from Factory Entertainment to see all the tiny details. Then I drafted up the files in AutoCAD to then print on my Ender 3 Pro. When the pieces had finished printing, I glued the wings onto the base. These files can be used on the chest plate or can be attached to each other to form the full Batarang. To begin the cleanup, I start with a 120 grit sandpaper, and then follow up with a 180 grit. While I continue sanding, go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification buttons so you can see future builds. Or if you're able to, scan this code if you want to see all previous builds. This sanding process will take a little time to execute, but the results are worth the time and effort. I'm going to build the complete Batarang, so I'm going to glue the pieces together with CA glue. Once the glue is set, I'm going to use a 2-in-1 filler and sandable primer. I always apply 3 layers and sand in between each layer. You want to build up the primer with thin, even layers. This will help achieve a smooth finish. To smooth the primer, I use the 180 grit sandpaper. By priming and sanding in this manner, you can achieve a smooth finish on your 3D prints without using acetone. When I am finished with the primer, I apply 2 coats of a satin black spray paint. This not only gives you a base color to work with, but it also helps with smoothing the surface. When the spray paint is dry, I'm going to use a pavement gray acrylic as the base color. Then I'm using outrageous orange on the detail areas. Next, I mixed a light gray and painted the edges of the blades. To create the lines on the wings, I'm using a scrap piece of cardstock as an edge to pull the brush along. Then I use the same gray to apply aging to all the Batarang edges. To protect the acrylic paint when I'm finished, I use a satin varnish. This makes sure that there won't be any unwanted damage to the paint job. So you can see the steps that I use to print and paint Batman's Batarang as seen in the new movie. The files are free below in case you want to make one for yourself. If you enjoyed this build, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe. And remember, if you are building any of my builds or using any of my templates, feel free and tag me at House of Props on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok because I would really like to see your fantastic work. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.